Here we go at the start of the race on the backstretch. Big long backstretch to get everybody separated out from the inside out. This Mid-American Offshore, Miccosukee Indian Gaming, Reichman Motorsports, Adrenaline Racing, Lucas Oil, Lightning Strikes, and Pier 57 all the way on the outside. Getting lined up pretty good here, getting ready to go. Where we have the green flag, immediately out to the lead goes Miccosukee Indian Gaming, Brett Bershman and Troy Hannon in the boat now, back together after a few years apart in different boats. The number 10 boat there, that's Mid-American Offshore. Reichman Motorsports, the number 2 entry, Mike Gordon and Greg Reichman. You can see Lucas Oil, the number 7 there. The number 18 of Adrenaline all the way on the outside. The number 50, the black boat, the Love Muscle. Great racing early on here in Marathon. APBA Offshore Grand Prix. The first race of the 2004 season is off for these guys in the Super V class. Heading into the first turn early on, Lucas Oil with a little lead over Adrenaline, but still out front is Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Adrenaline being pretty aggressive going into the first turn, trying to catch up to Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Scott Conrad and Ken Bowen all the way out from California in Adrenaline. It's a beautiful 39-foot Donzi. Number 18. They took the win a few weeks ago at the season opening Biloxi OSS race. Running strong here in second place so early on in Marathon. Moving up to the front of the pack, it's a 38-foot Fountain with Vortec engines and Bravo drives. This is Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Brett Hirschman's the driver. Troy Hannon's back in the throttle seat. Troy Hannon, the owner-operator, Supreme Marine's now taking care of the boat, doing a lot of rigging changes on it. Really seems to have the boat dialed in. This is only his second time in the boat here in Marathon. Brett and Troy raced together a few years ago. But now they're back together. Miccosukee Indian Gaming out front of Super V-Class, strong field here in Marathon. Miccosukee Indian Gaming and Casino is located in Miami, Florida. Here's some onboard camera footage off Miccosukee. Brett Hirschman on the right, Troy Hannon on the left. You can see they're heading right in towards the bridge there. Troy Hannon, Brett Hirschman running very strong here in Miccosukee Indian Gaming early on at the Marathon Offshore Grand Prix. Miccosukee Indian Gaming team has run 3 races so far this year, taking a second place at the SBI season opener in Miami, taking a first place at the SBI Orange Beach, Alabama race, currently here in first place in Marathon at the APBA Marathon Offshore Grand Prix. The boat's been running very well this year, especially since Troy at Supreme Marine has been taking over the rigging duties on the boat, made a lot of changes. The boat's running great this year. Troy, the throttle man, does a great job on the rigging and setup with this boat. Fourth place boat, that's the Love Muscle Racing, another Fountain, driven by Dr. Bruce Kruglich and throttled by David Branch, both out of Sarasota, Florida. The number 50, Love Muscle Racing. As always, another beautiful David Hunter paint job on this boat. He painted all the muscle boats. David Hunter, great painter out of Fort Lauderdale area. Love Muscle Racing out of Sarasota. Another one of the Fountain skaters with Mercury 525 engines and Mercury number 6 drives. Love Muscle Team's been running the SBI circuit for the past few years, so I know everybody at APBA is glad to have another team back racing with them. These guys always put on a great show and have a big following with the fans. Love Muscle currently in 4th place in the Super V class. Dave Peterson, a home builder in the Venice, Sarasota area. Gary Easterling, a doctor in the area. Doing a little dance there, trying walking a little bit. Gary quickly gets it under control. Still running strong. Currently in 5th place here at the Offshore Super Series. 2nd race, St. Petersburg, Florida. Black Pearl, beautiful paint job by Ocean Graphics out of St. Petersburg. On board Black Pearl, Gary Easterling and David Peterson on the throttles. Looks like it's the switch just ahead of the Black Pearl there on the left, just out of the windscreen. The number 16 Super V Black Pearl still running very good. Only their 2nd race together in the boat at the season opener in Biloxi. They had some problems, I believe, driver propeller problems. Oh, a little hook there action. Got it quickly under control, still running well. Dave Peterson, Gary Easterling, still sinking as a team, but running very well here in the Black Pearl Super V, number 16. Coming up to Team Taboo now, P3-7 is a 42-foot fountain with twin 440 horsepower Yanmar diesel engines with twin disc Arneson surface drives. The owner is BTM Marine. Bill Mazzoni out of Delray Beach is your driver. Throttle man is Craig Wilson out of Palm City, Florida. Currently in 1st place in the P3 class, Team Taboo always runs well. Other boats in the P3 class include Johnson Chiropractic, the 30-foot Phantom, Augie Penza down from New Jersey with his team Nesquik Offshore,